I've spent so much time alone. Like, I know me. And I continue to get to know me as I elevate, grow, and become the new me. You gotta know yourself. I don't think a lot of people take enough time to do the deeper introspective work that it actually takes to know yourself. You can go through a lot of time and make a lot of shifts in who you are and never truly know yourself. Like, there's a true beauty when you know who you are, the space that you wish to occupy in the world, the things that you wish to perpetuate into the world, the seeds that you wish to plant, the things that you wish to reap and sow. All plays into knowing yourself. A lot of people out here chasing dreams and pursuing things that they seen other people doing that, you know what I mean, they thought, well, that's what I want. But they don't actually know for a fact that all the utilities that, or all the services in which that thing is going to provide to you, if it's actually aligned with who you are. Like, we discussed this last week. Like, if you're an introvert, like, fuck, you might want to make sure you don't fuck around and get famous. You don't want to sell your right to privacy off for financial gain, especially if you're an introvert. As an extrovert myself, like, I don't, you know what I mean, really wish to compromise my privacy for financial gain. Like, but I really want to be of service. I really want to share the systems, you know what I mean, the things that have been working for me and how it is that I changed my life with people that are endeavoring to do the same. But in the same way, like, I know myself. Like, I really do. I know me. I'm okay with who I am when I'm alone. Like, I've spent so much time alone, especially like when I was in prison and stuff. Like, I've spent so much time alone. Like, I know me. And I continue to get to know me as I elevate, grow, and become the new me. I'm growing at such a rapid pace that, like, I change every day. You know what I mean? So, like, you gotta continue to do those self-assessments, the deep introspective work, and make sure that you know yourself. Make sure you know your limits and playing within it. You know what I mean? Like, don't be constructing a life that you're ultimately going to end up resenting because you didn't take the time to do the introspective work and get to know yourself. Watch this happen all the time. Like, it's literally why I'm so successful as a coach. I got people coming to me, you know what I mean, by the 10s and 20s, trying to get insights into how to really know who they are and what their trajectory should ultimately be. They started, you know what I mean? They started out pursuing things that are not even relative to who they actually are. You need to make sure that you take the time to know yourself. Like, you can't just be pursuing things if you don't ultimately know yourself. You need to know yourself. If you're gonna try and start, you know what I mean, becoming somebody and amassing things into your life that are out of alignment with who you ultimately are, it's gonna take a lot of stuff to mask that up and to numb that and to make yourself feel okay with your station in life when it is not parallel with who you truly are. That's why so many people, you know what I mean, suffering with all these addiction issues and stuff. You got people that drink every day, or, you know what I mean, have to go out every weekend, have to party, you know what I mean, womanizing, just, you know what I mean, doing drugs, smoking weed all the time, even though, like, all of these things seem to be very popularized amongst the 99 now. Everybody's smoking weed, everybody's drinking, everybody's, you know what I mean. The 1%, we're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that. We're in true alignment with who we are. So, like, we don't need all these substances and things like that in order to feel okay. Like, we're living a life by design because we know who we are, the essence of who we truly are, and what it is that we ultimately want, and what is in alignment, you know what I mean, what those parallels are. Like, if you're constantly pursuing things that just to find out that they're not for you, man, it's a lot of time wasted, a lot of dead end roads to be going down. Mind you, there's, you know what I mean? There's the yin and yang to that. Like, you do need to be testing waters out in order to find out who you are. But if you're not doing the self-assessments and the introspective work along the way, you may never actually get the answers to those questions. And it's a moving target. Like, as you grow, especially like if you're growing at exponential rates like myself, like, you need to constantly have grounded systems, routines, habits that allow you to be introspective and to do self-checks. Like, you really need to check in with yourself and realize what's working, what plays into who it is that you want to be, and what doesn't. And, you know what I mean? That can be with your relationships, that can be with your employment, that can be with, you know what I mean, a multitude of things. But you ultimately just need to know yourself. Like, do you know who you are? Do you know what you truly want in this life? Like, and are you systematically implementing the things that are going to propel you along that path? Or are you just constantly doing things that are out of alignment, out of pocket with who you are? Because you should really be able to tell. Like, if you have to do drugs all the time, like, mind you, you know what I mean, you have to break those addictions to actually find out, you know what I mean, the feelings that play into those. But ultimately, you know what I mean, drinking, smoking, all that stuff, like, those are providing utilities, those are providing services to you, whether they're bringing you comfort or whatever it is. They're providing services. But ultimately, through overindulgence and, you know what I mean, using these things in excess, like, you will get addicted. So you need to remove those addictions from your life to ultimately really kind of be able to tell if you're in alignment. Like, there's no way to even kind of tell, like, if you're actually moving parallel with yourself and your values and your principles, if you're out of alignment. And you could never really truly tell if you're actually aligned with your true self, if you're constantly masking yourself with substances and do, you know what I mean? Even situations and stuff. Like, people just overindulging in all types of situations, scenarios, substances and stuff, trying to make themselves comfortable because they're so out of alignment with who they truly are. The things that they've pursued in their lives, the paradigms set up for you know what I mean, for themselves by others and stuff, and career paths and relationships, all these things that are literally being, you know what I mean, constituted and instituted by other people, whether consciously or unconsciously by yourself. Like, you don't even know. You need to remove a lot of the layers,